Good morning. How the devil are you today? How's your weekend been so far? Well, it was another defeat for us, 2 in a row. We'll talk about that in a minute. But you know what time it is. It's Sunday. It's 10 a.m. So it's time for the famous Fox's Aftermath show, run by the fans, for the fans. And you know what? Your opinion matters even more. So come on, get them comments in. Let's get going. It's kickoff time. Come on, you Foxes.
The Leicester City machine is on the march again.
Leicester Fan TV presents a variety of content, like fan discussions, match analysis, and engaging with Leicester fans worldwide. We want your views live. Thanks to our sponsors, Everard's, Follow Blinds, Pocket Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Distillers Direct, Hologram, Take Me, Newbie & Co, and the Foxes Arms and Rainbows. We are live in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, morning, lads and lasses. Yeah, another defeat for us, 2 on the trot. The gap is now 8 points clear of Leeds in third place. We're still top of the table, which I'm getting absolutely fed up with. We're 8 points clear of Leeds in third place, which again, I'm absolutely fed up with. It's the performances have been absolutely shocking. In my mind, they've been shocking. That's my view. Don't know what anyone else's view is, but it's my view. Let's get a few hellos in from this one, Dawn. Morning, Jamie. A long way to go. A disappointing result. Yes. Carmen, yes, I'm good. Jason, morning, pal. Yes, I'm good as well. And there was a comment here that I've just seen. David, message me so I remember, because I won't forget. I won't remember after this. So give me a message first. Lots of people saying hello. Lots of people saying they're disappointed with yesterday. I'm good. Lots of possession, says Andrew Meadows. Yes, Andrew, possession doesn't win you games, does it, unfortunately? How's the weather over here? A bit cold at the minute. A little bit cold, unfortunately. Chris, let's get Chris's comment in here. Morning, Jamie. Reality check yesterday. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. Still, oops, I've lost that comment. There we go. Don't panic, Mr. Mannering. Still think we need 2 strikers on at half-time. Yes, I do. Thought Middlesbrough, Chester, Leicester. Thought Middlesbrough defended very well, to be fair. Lucky to win, but a great strike. Yes, it was an absolutely fantastic strike. I will not disagree. Middlesbrough deserved to win just with that one strike. It was brilliant. But when you don't take, what's more concerning to me is we need 8, 9, 10 shots before we have a chance to win. It's awful. It's absolutely awful. We need to take our chances. And on that note, talking of taking chances, we'll bring Reed in. On that note, Tom's just put a comment in. Let's read this one. Rubbish. Watch the analysis, the game properly, and stop writing headlines like that, which you know makes fans pile the negativity. Play like that, and we'll be absolutely fine. Created numerous brilliant chances to win comfortably any other day. I'm not sure we created numerous brilliant chances to win a game yesterday. Read it.
No, we didn't.
And also, on that one comment by Tom, play like that and be fine. We've heard that somewhere else before, haven't we?
Yeah.
Like James Madison. And what happened after that?
There you go.
You got relegated.
James Madison tweet. Yeah, I agreed completely. Don't get me wrong. People around me at the game yesterday were telling me, "Oh, don't worry, top of the league. Don't worry. It's only our second loss in the row. We'll bounce back against Watford." Will we? I'm sorry, will we? Because this is where the bounce of losses could come. We always said that winning's brilliant. Yes, winning's fine, but we always said when we were winning games, we weren't playing amazing. And now we're starting to lose games, but playing basically the same way we've been winning games. what's happening? Because we're playing the exact same as when we were winning to losing, but we are losing now. Are people seeing that we're not? Are people working out how to beat us? Are people working out what we need to do? Because we're doing the exact same thing nearly every single time with a few tweaks here or there. Wink said that we've lost 2 games in a row due to 2 set pieces, which is fair enough. But we can concede set pieces, but we have to score goals to make sure we don't lose them. Again, they had 4 chances yesterday for that free kick to go in. They missed the first 3, but they've been eyeing that corner out for the last 3 times. So the 4th time, what a wonder strike! And for me, we didn't deserve to win. So yes, they won. Maybe it was probably fair to say maybe a draw, but again, we didn't have enough that many good chances in the game, other than maybe the Vestergaard chance or the post from Kelechi that actually said that we probably deserved to get a draw out of the game. And for me, being top of the league isn't enough anymore. We could have been 17 points. Now we're 8.
Yeah, here's one for me. Andrew Medhurst.
We're not allowed to
Me
say
and
that.
Phil have been going about this for ages, about a plan B, not just Enzo, but with Brendan Rodgers as well. It was the same plan. We need a plan B, because constantly carrying on with plan A when it's not working is wrong. We don't change it. I mean, at 0-0 with 15 minutes to go, even 30 minutes to go, he should have made changes. But
Don't get me wrong.
I think for a draw yesterday.
I think at times in the second half we were the better side. I thought we did start creating chances with when Fatu came on. I thought we did well. Mavididi trying to get forward a bit more. The JJ run that I can remember as well. There was times where we were getting the ball forward, but you don't keep it the same. With time going down, like say, you've got to make changes. We've seen the last few weeks. We've brought Vardy on for Kel later stages in the game in the last 20-30 minutes. You see the likes of Brighton or Fatu or Casey McAteer coming on, and it just impacts the game massively. When you have a team that's going to be there that consistently, other than Fatu coming on, it's not going to change much. You've got to change it up. And like I say, you said we put 2 strikers on the pitch by the end of the game, but one of them weren't even.
That was with 8 minutes to go though.
Oh yeah, but we weren't even playing with 2 strikers up front because Kel was going back into blooming defence half the time. This is not me saying that we're playing awful. What I'm saying is we've been playing the exact same as playing when we're winning and when we're losing. This is where now we've got to start changing something when we're losing to make sure we do not keep losing the game. We've got to make sure we either draw the game or win the game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. See, this comment, see them up. I think this is directed at you and me, to be honest, pal. See the Muppets with the negative comments. It's not negatives. It's more stating facts. You're 0-0. You've won 7 or 8 games on the bounce away from home, and you're playing for the draw. You don't bring any subs on when Nacho and Mavididi were awful yesterday. Were awful. Should have made subs at half time. When our wingers got into the box yesterday, they were like jigsaws. They just fell apart in the box. They didn't know what to do. Have a bloody pop. Have a shot. Have something, a deflection.
It's like Wout Faes went up bloody off the pitch and he should have whacked it one. Instead he tried to pass it, and because he's not the best passer of the ball, he obviously didn't do it. But like Matt Greaves says here on a comment, seems to have sussed us out. That's the problem. That's where you start. Don't get me wrong, people can have their opinions and say we're top of the league. People can say it's only 2 losses in a row. But this is where, if these losses come on a bounce and you start losing against Watford, then you somehow lose to Sheffield Wednesday, this is where people are going to be like, right, now we're going to be the ones saying, like, this ain't good enough. Or because we've only lost 2 now at the moment. As in, obviously, we've lost 3 altogether.
Yeah.
2 wins in a row, 2 losses in a row. If we lose to Watford now, you will start getting more and more people getting on, not Enzo's back, but the whole club's back. When like something has to change in a way, otherwise we're going to keep getting beaten.
Right. On that note, Chris has joined us. Let's bring Chris in. Morning, Chris. Hello. How are you, pal? Are you good?
Yeah, doing very well, thank you.
Yes. Wayne has made a comment. Let's see what you think to this. Wayne has made a comment here. Says, we have not played well for weeks. We have scraped through. Are you in agreement or disagree with that comment there?
Definitely. I mean, I pretty much put it on social media about the Sunderland game. I was like, yes, we won, but did we deserve to win? No. That was the dirtiest win of the season by far. So no, that was the one time I was just like, generally, we did not deserve. I'm glad we did win, but it was like, no, we did not deserve to win that game.
I will say this: I don't think we would have won that Sunderland game if JJ didn't get that early goal, and that's just me saying it. I think
I agree.
He was in open space. He had a free header. I don't think it's kind of like the game yesterday. One set pieces won it.
I mean, one of the things that I've noticed, we seem to have all the possession, but there's no urgency at all. You look at the teams, Leeds, Sunderland, Middlesbrough yesterday, even QPR to an extent, they both came at us and we struggled. We struggled to break them down, Chris. And I think it is teams, like you say, teams have sussed us out.
No, absolutely. Because we're certainly, don't get me wrong, I praised Enzo for the fact that we're not doing as much. I won't say we've got rid of it completely, but with as much of back passing. We're still doing it to a degree, but not as much as we did under Bodgers. But so
Chris,
I credit him for that. We're
totally
using
agree with
the
yesterday.
wings more.
I can't remember the actual stat, Chris, but it was something like we had double the amount of passes.
We had double the amount of passes both as Leeds and Middlesbrough,
Yeah.
and we had less shots on target.
But nothing comes about of it. And it was like Nick Chapman's just said, very sloppy passing as well, wasn't it, Chris?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know why, but we seem to keep trying to sort of walk it in. The amount of times I've seen us trying to, like, there's a clear shot and you're not taking it. You're just trying to bloody walk it in. Why not just take a shot? Worst thing is the goalkeeper saves it. I won't say the only positive recently, but I think Fatu is the only one that I can see that's actually trying to force the ball into the net with the bar hit against Leeds. Like I say, he's trying to get that ball into the box in any way, shape he can. He's taking shots from outside the box. It's what we need at the moment. If we're not scoring the goal by tapping it into the blooming net, we've got to start taking whacks at it, even if it is our defenders taking them. Wout Faes should have easily have had a shot on goal. I could see lights of the company goal against us if that was going to go in, but we need to change it in some ways. I'm not saying that we need to change the whole system because it is Enzo style. But Man City, I was saying it before the show, that Man City don't always keep it to the same style every single game. They had two people up front half the time. They have different players in different positions. They play John Stones as a centre-back in DM. We're doing that with Ricardo Pereira. There's ways of changing it, but if I keep playing the exact same way, we're going to get caught out. Nah, I don't agree with that at all. There's no way we could have easily beaten Sunderland.
Say again.
I don't think we could have. I don't think we could have easily beaten Sunderland. I'm sorry.
Well, we had chances, didn't we? We did have chances against Sunderland. I've got to agree with Joe on that one. We did have chances to win. Their keeper did play well. But if you're not taking your chances, then it makes the game a lot difficult, I think. You've got to be 1-0 up is not convincing win. Even though the keeper was man of the match against Sunderland, it's not 1-0 up.
We only beat QPR because of a stunning goal.
Yeah, because of Harry Winks. Talking of Harry Winks, unfortunately, he got booked yesterday, didn't he? And it means he misses out on the next game against Watford, which I was looking forward to seeing Harry Winks. So I'm back for that game. I was looking forward to seeing him live.
Yeah, the one game you get to go.
Well, you will see him, just not playing.
Really, there's some kind of rule, isn't there, about the bookings? He was close to getting away with it, wasn't he?
Yeah, so from what I've seen, obviously 5 yellow cards accumulated by match week 19, which were on 16 just gone, results in a 1-match ban. So he will get a 1-match ban for it. But going on to yellow cards in general, Yannick Vestergaard is now only 2 off getting a 2-match ban due to nearly getting 10 yellow cards by week 32.
He's on 8 or 9, isn't he? Something like that.
He's on 8 and he's only in week 16, and you can only get 10 by week 32 before you get a 2-match ban. So he's got what? I don't know. I'm not going to do the maths quickly, but about 10, 15 games.
16 games. He's got 16 games to get less than 2 bookings.
Exactly. And from what his form is at the moment,
I wouldn't be putting it past him.
Well, he's got 18. What? He's got 18-16, so he has won every other game. So
He might get
and
lucky.
then there's another rule about 15 bookings as well, isn't there? Or 20? Is it something else? There's another rule.
And then there's one last one where you get 15 bookings by week 38. You get a free match ban, but no one's other than Yannick Vestergaard is.
Where he's going, he'll get that by week 32. Anyway, Nick's joined us. I know Nick's not going to have a rant, but I know he wants to have his little word.
Happy birthday from the other day, Jamie. I'm all right. Happy birthday.
Oh, yeah, that was Friday. I wasn't very well Saturday morning, I must admit. Don't know whether you want to go on strange notions, but yeah.
Yeah,
anyway, forget about my birthday. It was the weekend was ruined. But what do you think to yesterday, Nick?
Personally, I think, especially on the social media side of things and on the Facebook page and stuff, there's a hell of a lot of negativity. Anybody think it's last season again? Come on, guys, be realistic. It wasn't that long ago when knew we were going down and stuff. There was certain people that were saying we're going to go down again, and we're in free fall. I think we're possibly ahead of where we thought we were going to be this season. Yes, okay, we've lost 2 games on the back and stuff like that, but on another day, especially on the game before yesterday, we could have won that game. It's just Leeds. I think the Leeds game, for example, I think we were the better side. But I thought on another day we could have done it. Just give the bloke time, for God's sake. He had a hell of a lot of mess to clear up after Rodgers and Smith.
Yeah, I don't agree with you. I'm totally this thing. There was some couple of tweets yesterday, polls about Enzo. I was going to say Rodgers out then. Enzo out.
I know, there's loads of them.
Rodgers out all the time. I don't agree with that. That is 100%. I disagree with. He's had a hard task. He's changed it. He's had to change it around. But please try and explain to me and Reedy, and I think Chris sort of 50-50 there, mate. Why are we doing so well? Why do people keep saying, oh, we're top of the league, we'd have taken this position, but the performances have been poor? Name me one outstanding performance, a 90-minute performance this year.
Norwich.
That's outstanding.
Yeah,
Norwich, I'd say, yeah.
Norwich.
Or maybe Southampton, I guess.
I wouldn't say that was a complete 90-minute performance.
I would. I think we battered Norwich all game.
Let's just say, I was actually in Great Yarmouth when we were playing Norwich. And you can imagine I was being absolutely destroyed because there was loads and loads of Norwich fans. And generally, I went into the thing thinking this is going to be an absolutely tough match. We destroyed them. Absolutely destroyed. Could have been a far better score. So yeah, I definitely say that was our best 90 minutes.
Don't get me wrong. The table obviously still shows we're clear top of the league.
Level on points, aren't we?
Well, yeah, but it's like with 13 wins. Is it 13 wins and 3 losses? You can't be complaining about that. Yes, it's more about the performances on the pitch. We've all been saying it. Even though we've been winning games previously, we still haven't been great. And that's where we're saying the 3 points was the main thing. But now we're losing games. This is where you have to now turn it around and make sure that we don't get this bounce, keep going with the losses in a way, because Watford just won against Rotherham 5-0. We only beat them 2-1.
That is a hammering. We haven't given anyone. You say Norwich, we hammered them. We only won 2-0.
Right, I've got a question for Reedy because he goes home and away. So I've got a question for him.
Go on
then.
Because you go home and away, and fair play to you, and all the others that do it. It was a couple of months ago. Radio Leicester did an interview with Enzo, and he said, in percentage-wise, where the team is, where he wants us to be. I personally don't think we're fully clicked yet.
No, maybe not. I agree. I think even
what I'm trying to say.
Locks was saying as well that he was saying that we're not even that 100% yet. At the start of the season, we're about 50. Well, I don't know what it was, like 20% of the way.
Yeah.
But now it's getting to the point where, for me, in a way, it feels like we're stopped at a certain level and we can't get past that extra level to win games instead of losing games.
You've got to remember, we've got this international break as well coming now, because we've got no matches next weekend and stuff like that. Look what happened on the last international break, the proper one, when we lost to Hull and we had that full week off and stuff, and he worked with the players and all that lot. and then we went on a run again. What's not to say that doesn't happen again, and we end up smashing somebody?
Yeah, no, I'm not saying we won't. What I'm saying is it's probably the brilliant time to have an international break now. Give people a rest. Give the people who are playing end-to-end game every week, like Ricardo Pereira and Winks. Obviously, he's not going to be playing against Watford, but these players need a rest. Vestergaard needs a rest.
Moaning about strikers and stuff like that.
Yes, Vestergaard's not going to get rest because he's been called up.
Vardy is the god in my opinion. You all know that. But what I'm trying to say,
I agree, but we're not playing to his strengths. Playing tappy football at the back and going to the wingers and getting the wingers to cut in and then play the ball back to the fullback again.
I'm not trying to say that. What I'm trying to say is Vardy for me is not the striker we start now, because he's the one that comes on 60 minutes now. I honestly think this will be his last season. I really do. We got Tom Cannon back on the bench yesterday, which is a fantastic sign. Now, personally, I'd give him a go next game. Mm-hmm. Start him. I don't want Nacho starting. Nacho was awful yesterday. He was absolutely woeful.
He kept going into midfield. Don't get me wrong, that might be this. It might be the reason. He might get told. He might get told to go back into midfield to hold the ball up. But the fact is, when he goes into that midfield, and it might be a tactical decision, so it's on Enzo for this. But once he goes into midfield and the ball goes back to the wingers, Kel's not there.
Personally, that's where he should be playing anyway, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, he should be.
I think he should be like a Madison, Madison number 10 role.
He should be in that Cassidy role where
he's not an out-and-out striker.
I would rather play someone like Kelechi Nacho in that cam role, in that centre attacking mid role, than someone like Cassidy.
But the thing is, though, Nacho is so on and off. He's so on and off like a light switch. But one night he'll be absolutely brilliant. He'll score a goal, maybe two. And he'll be absolutely brilliant. Then the next one, where is he?
But that's what Tom says. Tom says Ricardo's not a number 8. The problem is, I'd rather see him up there than Cassidy, in my opinion. I'm sorry, but
Ricardo's brilliant. Peter Taylor, I hope this is not the ex-Leicester manager, Peter Taylor. I hope it's not. Too much tippy-tappy, no urgency. I did mention that earlier, didn't I, lads? But what gets me yesterday, Nick, right? Answer me this. We've got to trust Enzo in what he does. The Enzo way, Enzo ball, Enzo factor, whatever you want to call it. It's 0-0 with 30 minutes to go. Nacho, Mavididi are having mares. You've got to admit, they didn't play well yesterday, did they?
Mavididi was rubbish.
Yeah,
he was up there.
You've got 3 strikers on the bench: Cannon, Vardy, and Daka. I know Daka probably wouldn't have gone on, but we're 0-0 and we're top of the league, and we haven't lost a game away from home. We haven't dropped any points whatsoever. Why? That's what I can't understand.
Well, you kind of answered your own question there. You kind of answered your own question there, Jamie. You've just said Daka. Let's be fair. If Daka was going to play this season, he'd already have played. You've got Vardy. Yes, he could have come on sooner, and then Cannon's just come back from an injury. And let's be fair, the way some of the tackles are flying in left, right, and centre, do you really want to risk Cannon just getting knocked out and being out further, injured?
But if you're fit enough to be on the bench, you're fit enough to play at least 15, 20 minutes.
I agree.
You don't just sit on the bench just for the fun of it, unless you're Danny Ward when there's 2 keepers.
We'll see. I honestly think we'll be fine.
Surely at 0-0 though, with half hour to go.
We're not saying we won't be fine. We're not saying we won't be fine. We just want it improved. We're not saying we're as bad as last year or anything like that. There are still things we need to improve. And even though one of the things we clearly still need to work on, and this is again from last season, is set pieces, because we're still struggling with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yesterday's goal. There's nothing you could have. I know Hamza shouldn't have played like that.
Fair enough. But you could have. But like the corner in the last match against Leeds. Sorry, you could have easily have dealt with that.
Yeah. What's not to say that that's not what they're going to work on international break?
It might be. This is where we've got to hope, and like I say, we've got to trust Enzo to do something about it. And that's
we could go by Ghana. Patua hasn't been picked by Ghana. for this international week, so he's going to be still here,
Mhm.
so they can work on all the wingers they've got.
And
But
say
I'm still-
Mavididi won't be gone either. So
No, so I don't understand why the tactical change wasn't made at half-hour mark. Sorry, 30 minutes to go mark. Was he going for that draw yesterday?
Possibly.
But you're top of the
Possibly.
league. Ipswich don't do that. They keep going and keep fighting. We
But
don't seem to. When we scored, I wish we did score. When they scored, we were still messing around with it in the box, side to side, back to back, playing it forward, coming back again. There's no urgency. Even the pundits, Stevie Howard, David Nugent, Matt Elliott, all said there was no urgency.
I've
after we
always,
went 1-0 down.
I've always said the last two games. I said that what's the difference in losing 1-0 and 2-0 now? You might as well just try and boot the ball up. I know it's not Enzo style. I will say that right now, and I know that he's probably not going to do it. But when you're 1-0 down in the last 5 minutes, you just have to do something a bit different.
Push.
Put Vestergaard up fucking front. I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, but I can't remember who it was. Was it? I think it was Galatasaray. I know it's a very weird game, but I'm pretty sure they put someone like Yerry Mina up front in the last 5 minutes. He didn't do anything, but it's worth a punt to get that ball in that box on corners, on free kicks, or even from the back line to boot that ball up, get the header on it, and it changes. It's not even a matter of plan B. This is just something different to try and get a point out of a game.
Just one thing, Adam. Where is he? Where's that comment there?
Leicester Clueless Fan TV.
Leicester's Clueless Fan TV. Adam, do you want to come on and have your say about why we are clueless? Because it's comments like this that do my head in completely.
We ain't saying
typing on the keyboard.
We ain't saying we're wrong. We ain't saying we're wrong or right. These are just opinions. Like I say, everyone around me in the ground was all telling me we're top of the league and we actually played quite decent tonight. I don't know what you saw. I don't think, other than the Vestergaard chance and the Kerr hitting the bar, there wasn't much there. In my opinion, we didn't deserve to win.
Yes, I mean, we were decent in
It's
patches.
all about opinions.
Enough.
It's all about opinions.
One person might be able to have a different opinion, but the fact that all of us are saying the same thing, I'm sorry, how does that make us clueless if all of us are saying the same thing? If one person was saying something different, then fair enough. But no, if all of us are saying the same thing, how's that clueless? We're all saying the same thing.
If we slow down any more, Adam, the football players will come to a stop.
Oh, good grief. No.
And all singing football the Enzo way, and now we're moaning about it. I haven't been singing off the same song sheet as everyone. I've been finding it every week a hard watch. Yes, I'm over the moon. We beat Coventry, we beat Cardiff, we beat Blackburn, we beat Southampton. But the actual performances haven't been brilliant. There's no.
We're playing exactly the same as how you have been when we lost the last 2 games. In my opinion, we played exactly the same, but we scored in the other ones.
Would you rather play lovely football, attacking football and stuff, and get tonked every week, or play this style that we're playing at the minute, but still picking up victories and still, What's
of the
table?
Yeah, what's
more important?
I would want something in between that, to be honest.
Because I just want a B. I just want a B option, because again, when we're 1-0 down, we don't appear to have the urgency to push it back to get it back to 1-1. That's what we need.
I don't care. We could play Route 1, or we could play Tippy Tapper, or we could, just be one of those teams that scores from set pieces. I don't care.
We are happy
as long as we get the points
on
the board. I am not bothered on the style of play.
Yeah,
exactly. I've never been bothered about that.
All
I want to see is my team put the effort in.
I think we all agree. I think we all agree that, like, let's say, the last 5 games we've won, we didn't play great, but we won games, and the matter was 3 points was the biggest part about it. What I'm saying is we are playing the exact same as we were playing in them games, and now we are losing games. So that's the difference. Now we need to make sure. Now we need to change it in certain ways, keeping the style, and just making sure we don't lose the game instead of drawing or winning it.
Something needs to change, because from now up until Christmas, we have got the team, I can't remember the name of the whole, I can't remember every single team. With the team in 13th, 24th, 7th, 19th, 15th, 18th, and 22nd.
Exactly. All them should be
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games are teams. There's only one team in the top half of the table.
So we should say that we don't go out and smash those teams and get maximum points.
Oh yeah, we should do. There's no doubt
Look
about
at the
it.
last 2 games. Borough, I honestly think Borough are going to be up there anyway because they've been close for the last few seasons. Leeds, again, everybody expected Leeds to be right at the top anyway.
But surely, if you're walking the
everybody's
league,
making a song and dance about Ipswich. Ipswich are not going to be there at the end of the season. They're not. They're not got the depth. They'll fall away eventually.
But does it prove that we're not beating the higher teams in the league? Or does it prove that we aren't good enough to be top of the league in a way? Because if we do lose to Watford, or I'm hoping we don't, but I'm saying if we lose someone like Watford and Ipswich get a point, that means they're top of the league. It all changes down to starting to lose games.
Really, this comment, me and Reedy had this comment before we started. Similar kind of thing. Morning, gents. I said this yesterday. I know it's only a couple of games, but it's getting frustrating and possibly a little concerning. 14 points ahead of third, 11 points ahead of third, now 8 points ahead of third. Hopefully,
we could have been 17.
We
could have been 17.
Yeah, but people forget that Ipswich had 2 games of hand against us when we had those massive.
That's the thing. I'm not even worrying. I'm not even worrying.
It was. You know, they've got to win it.
I'm not even worrying about Ipswich at the moment because I think my threat at the moment is Leeds. That's the problem because we're getting closer and closer to them.
You watch, right? Come after Christmas, the table will change massively after Christmas. I still think we'll be right up there. I really do. I'm not bothered about winning it. If we go on second, I ain't fussed. As long as we get up, I ain't bothered.
We'll still be top at Christmas. I agree with that, just purely because of the fact that, as Jamie said, we've got teams around the lower half. We've got a potential good win against Sheffield Wednesday coming up, who can't pick up a point for love nor money. So I agree that we should be top. The thing that's I'm concerned about is the fact that the teams are now starting to suss us out, and if they start to suss us out, that then makes it really hard for us to then try and even nick a win because of the fact that they'll suss it out completely.
Yeah, but you could argue, Chris, that we've had this problem for years.
Oh, yeah.
It used to be that deep drop problem that we couldn't break down.
Yeah.
We've had it for years, but we still picked up wins and stuff like that, and we eventually got through it. Yes, we're going to have to... It's the Championship. It's one of the hardest leagues to get out of, and I think that's statistically proven. Look how long we were actually stuck in it for. At least this time, when we're in it, we're trying to make a good fist of it and going up, and doing well.
Yeah.
Chris, I would say it's successful. It's first top 2.
Right.
So, cheers for joining us, Chris, and we'll speak again next week. See you later, pal. Be good. Let's bring Jono in. Geordie Jono. All right, Jono. Hold on.
Morning, Jono.
Just want to quick say. Remember when we just got off the last international break, right? Who was our first game after the last international break?
Who was the last game before the international break? Hull.
Was it after we came back?
Oh, it was.
Was it Stoke?
No.
I'll have a look very quickly.
Go on. Anyway, carry on. He's going to have a look.
Anyway, everyone's saying how many points we'll get before the next international break. I said 12. I said 12. Got it bang on. We got 12 points since the last international break. And all of you are like, oh, Johnny, you're so negative and proven right.
No, I remember saying I didn't say we were going to get the whole points. I remember saying that completely. I knew we were going to lose a game here or there.
See, like Wayne has said, the next 2 games is key.
We beat Southampton away after Hull.
Watford and Sheffield Wednesday are the 2. Is Sheffield Wednesday at home or away? I can't remember.
Away.
They're
the 2 be ready for that one.
The next 2 key games they are. They really are the next. They're the key games. So if we have a defeat against Watford or whatever, things have got to change. That's all I'm saying. Things need to change for the better. It's only 2 games. People keep saying, it's only 2 losses. People are saying we can lose up to 9 games. Since Radio Leicester have said we can lose up to, I don't know, 9 or 12 games, whatever it was, we've lost 2 on the bounce since then. And this talking, oh yeah, we're going to win the league, we're going to piss the league, we're top of the league, we're going to break the points record. Then we've got to calm down and just take it one game at a time. And we've just lost 2 games. And it's a little bit concerned. The warning signs have been there. Maresca has high standards. You can't be happy with yesterday's performance. And his comments and his actions were somewhat strange yesterday. Keeping Nacho and Mavadivi on. I'm not too sure. It's just, I don't know. I really don't know. It was set so high, but he can't be happy yesterday. But his comments after the game didn't really correspond with the game that everyone else was watching.
It was good to see Casey McAteer back in. That's all I can say. But I don't think he had the amazing game. But I'm glad he's back and he's another selection choice.
And that's one positive you've all got to think of. McAteer's now back, which is fantastic.
Yeah,
Cannon's now back into contention, which is fantastic. You know, his stats from last season really impressed me when we signed him, when he was on loan at Preston. He knows the league as well. Mm-hmm. You know,
this is where you have to use your depth into
exactly
motion.
Winks for me is still he's buy of the season for me, Harry Winks. I think he's so far my player of the season. I think he's been brilliant. Just take the positives and think about it, and we'll see where we are. What was it? A week on Saturday. Yeah. We'll be honest. I really do think we'll be fine. Yes, okay. It can be frustrating sometimes. It really can. I get it, but we're nowhere near ready and clicked into full 100% mode under Maresca. And let him see what he can do in this week.
We haven't see
what you can do in a week.
It's that we've built ourselves up. We've won 13 out of 14, and then all of a sudden now we've won 13 out of 16. And we're still there's no change in plan. The plan is exactly the same.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Well, as I say, what's not to say he's not probably going to work.
We have 3 kicks just inside our half. And what we do, we play it backwards. We play it to Vestergaard. We play it to Wout Fez. We don't play it down the wings. We don't play no attacking balls from free kicks. The fullback, the centre halves don't go up for free kicks anymore. They stay back. We don't have a chance. We don't give ourselves a chance of scoring goals. That is what we need. We need to have chances to score goals. Yes, we had 10 chances. We only had 4, and the keeper only made 2 saves. The other 2 of them were like directly at him, weren't they, Reader? We're not making enough. And if it takes us 8, 9, 10, 11 shots to win games, that is wrong. We need to convert the chances more.
When's Ndidi back?
After the international break.
Exactly.
We'll be fine.
Another selection. But again, this is where you have to make the most of it.
But look, on the plus side, you say what's one thing that will probably get us over the line is the fact that we have got that depth coming back.
Yeah.
You know, we've got Cody we can bring into the
fold if we need to. That's all I'm going to say.
Watford. We'll beat Watford. And I think we'll beat Wednesday. Especially with
Wednesday. Oh my
God. I'm pretty sure people said that we'll beat Middlesbrough, we'll beat Leeds.
I was a bit with Middlesbrough.
I said to lose.
I thought we were.
Everyone said we would beat Middlesbrough. Everyone said we'd beat Leeds. We're going into the games too confident. That's the thing. Confidence is, and not confidence, complacency. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Who's the next 5? So we've got
Watford, Sheffield Wednesday.
Birmingham. No, sorry.
Watford, Sheffield Wednesday, West Brom, Plymouth,
Millwall, and then Birmingham.
Birmingham, yeah.
Is Millwall away?
Millwall's at home.
Plymouth and Millwall are both at home.
Millwall could be a tough one because of the way they play.
The next 3 home games, lads and lasses.
Unfortunately.
Plymouth and Millwall. So I'll be chucking sweets at Reedy all game long.
See you in a bit.
Actually, he's getting 12 points out of those next 5.
Right then. I'm not going to talk about next because it's too late now. It's International Week.
Either way, guys, I'm going to have to get going. So
yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Have a good rest of your day, guys.
All right. See you later, pal. You're good.
In a bit. Monday.
Right.
There we go, Reedy. What was that? 50-50 or was it more? What was it today?
I think me and you agreed. I think Chris was on the fence saying about like it needs to improve, but we are in a good position, which we all agree we are in a good position. We just need to make sure we don't lose the position. And then
I wish, Richard. I wish.
And then obviously Nick was saying about just keep the faith and whatnot, which we all know is true. We all have to believe in Enzo, but we all agree that something has to change to make sure we don't lose games instead of drawing or winning them. So we've just got to turn it around.
So far, what we've had 16 games, we've won 13, lost 3.
It's not bad at all.
It's not bad, but we've not looked like getting draws, have we? It's either win or loss. We don't look like capable of holding on to a draw. Or
you probably would have out of yesterday's game. You probably would have said if you got that point and you would have gone, do you know what? Fair enough. We didn't deserve to win. They didn't deserve to win. It was probably a draw game. But
after the Leeds performance, I would have been happy with the draw at Middlesbrough yesterday. I wanted to win, but I would have been happy with the draw.
I would have been. I think if we went out of that game with a draw, you would have said fair enough. But again, 1 free kick cost us.
Yes, but what a goal! What a goal, though. You can't. There's nothing wrong with the goal. No, that's it. That's fine.
I called it. It was going in.
Well, I sat here, knew it. I just knew watching it, and I was thinking,
I said it for the first one, but they missed the first
position. It was that position. It's just a bit further out. The first one was a bit too close, just on the edge of the edge of the penalty box, on the D was a bit too close. That one, 10 yards further out, prime position for a free kick like that, and he finished it well. The goal, you can't lose it like Aaron Ramsey's goal for Cardiff. If that had been the winning goal, you wouldn't have minded that. No, you would not have minded that one bit.
Hey, I'm not a fan who always just says, "Oh, we've conceded, it's shit and whatnot." If I see a good goal get scored, I clap it. I'm just like, fair enough. You can't complain.
So Oliver says it was Beckham-esque. Yeah, it was Beckham. It was kind of Beckham-esque. Yeah, but that's our views. This is our views, not Leicester Fan TV's views, because we're all different here. We all have opinions. We're all allowed opinions. Simple as that. Reedy, it's been a privilege. And we'll see you next week when we talk about the mighty England winning.
Yeah, you can't wait.
Oh, on the other side, Leicester Tigers lost as well yesterday. So both major sporting clubs in the county lost. So
does Leicester women play today? Do we know?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Have we got them to look forward to? Arsenal are brilliant. We're going to lose to them. We're
at home, aren't we?
Yeah, against Arsenal. They're top of the league, so never mind.
Yeah. Well, the women are having a good season so far. They're doing well.
Yeah, we are 7th at the moment.
Considering they were being bottom of the table for the last 2 seasons and then got it back on the last couple of games of the season. This year we started well in the women's game, which is not too bad. Hold on. The right Patrick says the basketball team lost as well. Brilliant. So that means the 3 major sporting teams in Leicester lost.
Brilliant. Oliver, quick. I will pull that up very quickly. He was awful, but it doesn't matter. He's not going to change the game. The one challenge that was the main one was Chowdhury slicing someone apart to get them a free kick to win the game. That was
the ref played on. The ref actually played on.
He did.
And they were attacking down the wing, and then he decided, that's not advantage.
But it was a fair challenge. It was a foul.
It was a fair challenge.
No, I would say it was a foul. It was a fair foul. So he had shut up.
Is there anything a fair foul? Is it?
Yeah.
Really? What you mean on a fair foul?
They deserved the foul, and that was it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. All right then, Reedy. Cheers, pal. I shall speak to you later.
See you in a bit.
Be good, mate. Be good. Rightio, another show from Leicester Clueless Fan TV. So some people are now calling us, but at least we like coming on here and talking about it, no matter what you think. But there you go. I'll be here this time next week talking about, I don't know what we're talking about. Bit of England, bit of this, bit of that, bit of the other. So it's ciao, adios, goodbye, arrivederci. See you later. Come on, you foxes.
Thanks for watching Leicester Fan TV. Thanks to our sponsors, Everard's, Barlow Blinds, Poker Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Distillers Direct, Hologram, Take Me, Nubian Co, The Fox's Arms and Rainbows. Run by the fans, for the fans. Follow us on socials at Leicester Fan TV and visit leicesterfantv.com for all the latest news, views and videos.